Welcome to Section 3, Advanced TypeScript Language Features. In this video, we're going to discuss functions. Probably you will be familiar with functions since you have some experience with C#. Let's go through some points before we start writing functions in TypeScript. Functions are the fundamental building block of any applications in JavaScript. They are how you build up layers of abstraction, mimicking classes, information hiding, and modules. In TypeScript, while there are classes, namespaces, and modules, functions still play the key role in describing how to do things. TypeScript also adds some new capability to the standard JavaScript functions to make them easier to work with. TypeScript functions can be created both as a main function or an anonymous function, as we're going to see. This will allow you to choose the most appropriate approach for your application, whether you're building a list of functions in an API or a one-off function to hand off to another function. Enough with the talking, let's go ahead and start writing our first TypeScript function. So to create a function in TypeScript, simply we type function. It's a keyword, it's blue as you can see in here. And we're going to type the name of the function. Let's create something very basic, something like welcome user and parentheses. Open the braces and close them. That's almost the same as a C#, only without the function name. Because in C# we don't type the word function. But every other thing, it's the same as a C#. The name of the method, the parentheses, and the braces. Within the braces, the opening and the closing, we start typing what our function will perform. So I'm going to just display a message. So I'm going to use console.log and I'm going to type hello user. Don't forget the semicolon. Go ahead and save it. If we run our application right now, we're not going to see much because we did not call this method or function. We need to call it. We just told TypeScript that we want to create a function called welcome user that's going to just say hello user. But if I try to go and see the output of this, as you can see in here, nothing is going to happen until I just go ahead and call the function. And we call the function simply by typing its name, the same as C# and almost any other language, with the parentheses, of course, and we're going to discuss later how to add parameters and make anonymous functions. We're just creating something simple in here. Let's go back. Refresh our app, and here is hello user being displayed. So I have now the two windows in here to make it easy for you. Okay, I have here the TypeScript file or the app and the HTML page. So let's go ahead and try to create something more useful. So again, I'm going to use the keyword function, and I'm going to create a function that's going to add two numbers. So add numbers. Again, the parentheses, open and close the braces. In between, I'm going to create a variable called number1. I'm going to set it to 10, maybe number2, and I'm going to set it to 5. And I'm going to create a new variable that's going to hold the addition of these two numbers. So let total equal number1 plus number2. Okay, the function is ready. If I try to call this function add numbers, what do you think will happen? Nothing. Nothing is going to be displayed in here, even if I refresh a couple of times, because there is nothing to be displayed. I did not tell TypeScript to display anything. So let's try to add this console.log. So what's just happening in here is that I'm displaying or telling to display the console.log add numbers in here. So that's what I'm displaying in the console in here using this log. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. And again, it's displaying something undefined. It doesn't understand what is this. Because what's happening in here is that it just add this 10 or number 1 and 5, which is number 2, to be 15, and nothing actually is coming back from this function. We need to add this magic keyword, return the total. So this here will return the submission from this operation in here, so that the TypeScript or the console.log can display the total of these two numbers. If I refresh now, it's going to be displayed. If I change these maybe to 100, so it's going to be 110. It's working very fine. Okay, that's it for the very basic steps in functions in TypeScript. Next, we're going to dive deeper into the functions of TypeScript.